7-day challenge, friends. Today is the 17th of May. So for me, that's 21 and 23, day 23 of 67, which is pretty cool. Third of the way there, and just doing a little update here. Anyone can join us at any time. It's just a reminder to take care of ourselves. Some people are being rigid with it, and many are just being, you know what, let's just recognize that we are worth caring for. I've met some new friends online because of it, and it's really exciting to see people's progress. So my progress last week was a really tough pain week. So there were shifts in my intermittent fasting, and then of course my movement as well. So I am being accountable. That is number 3. If you slip, practice reflection and accountability. Solutions are not guilt, only positive self-talk. So my positive self-talk is, hey, you know what? You listened to what your body was saying and you had to adjust to it. That's okay. That's okay. And ultimately, my mental health was much better for it because I didn't push through on a physical level that I couldn't do. But I made sure that I kept my environment clean. So instead of going for a 1-hour walk, I spent the time I needed to make sure that evening me was taking care of morning me, and morning me was taking care of evening me. Just knowing what was coming for supper, knowing that I was checking in every evening with my body and with whatever the aches and pains were. Were they caused by emotions that I hadn't processed, or were they legitimately side effects of my conditions? Which it can be both, right? It can be. They can be exacerbated. The natural conditions can be exacerbated by stress. And so was I handling my stress properly? That was the biggest thing, right? Because there were some stressful days, and that's okay. That's all right. So new thing for week number 1 was TikTok, just having fun, and I'm still making a few here and there, and I'm watching, I'm learning. There's a specific one my daughter wants me to do by the end of this challenge, so I'm working on that and just figuring out how to do that, right? It's a new program to me. It might be old hat for some people, but it's not for me. Week number 2, I tried a body project video. It was intense, even though it was for beginners. And because of the way my circulation works, if I go up and down, up, and then take a break and work really lots of cardio, take a break, lots of cardio, take a break. I got to do lots of cardio and stay up, and then slowly pull back down. So there were moments in the video that were like, oh, not happening. And so I ended up literally, I was on my yoga mat and I was doing the activities from my back, and it worked. And I was still very active in my limbs and in my core, but then I could have blood coming to my head and I didn't faint. Like, it was odd. I've never tried that before, but I made it through to the end of the video. And it was really worth doing and repeating, right? So it just goes to show you sometimes you have to adjust something because of the conditions you have. And that's okay, right? You have to recognize that the people on the screen, don't necessarily live in your body, right? You're the only one that lives there. So more people might live in your mind. I'm just kidding around with you. But you're the only one that lives in your body. You're the only one that can read it, listen to it, and do what it's telling you. But don't just stop, right? You're still in charge of it, even when it's revolting and it's rebelling against you. Then I did walk to ABBA. That was really, really fun. High intensity still, but it wasn't, that one worked better for my system, if that makes any sense at all, because it was still really high intensity and there were still walkie breaks, right? Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it worked better. Tried a billion new recipes, which is a lot of fun. One of them, because I have a 15-year-old anime fan, we made Japanese meat buns. They were such a success that we have now ordered a bamboo steamer so we can steam more than more than 3 at a time. And yeah, it's exciting stuff to be able to say, what new thing can we do? The conscious try of something new, regardless of whether it's a physical activity or whether it's just a different, like that really, the two of us had a blast with it. And we're going to repeat it. We're definitely going to repeat it. So I've tried that. I have a blueberry oatmeal muffin that I've done, and then there's just a bunch of other things too. They're all, I printed them off on the computer, and they're all hanging in my kitchen cupboard. So I just open it and go, which one am I gonna do? Oh, I tried Toad in the Hole, which is a British recipe. That's my Brit heritage coming out in me. It's a Yorkshire pudding base with sausages in it. Many would call it pigs in a blanket, but it's not, because it's not wrapped around. It's just, anyway, it's a really great little recipe and super easy, super simple. You're dealing with really, really hot ovens though, so if you're doing it with your kids, they have to be aware just how hot the oven is and the grease that you need to do with it. But yeah, it's good stuff to just try these recipes. And the kids are always like, what's this one? What's this one, right? And getting them to do it with you, making it a family affair. So this week though, so it's technically, it's 1, 2, 3, it's week 4. So it's continued doing Walk to ABBA. And then I also want to throw in a French manicure. So my nails are all naked right now, but I've never tried a French. I've always done really big, bold colors. So just something like that. It doesn't have to be a new exercise, a new food, a new whatever, right? The other challenge one of my friends gave me was to learn how to crochet a washcloth. If you know me, the hand arts are not my friend. So it's going to be a challenge, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm talking with my sister about what size crochet hook, what yarn, all of these things, right? So I'm going to go rob her because she is an amazing hand artist of all sorts. She specializes in Punjabi, and she has her own business called Epida Studio. She's amazing. Anyway, that's not me, but because of her skills, I can try this challenge from a friend, and we'll see how that goes. That'll be for next week or the week after. And I'm learning that I don't have to wait a week, right? Like if I want to try something new, 2 things in 1 week, ooh, you can do that. Healthy eating guidelines, physical activity, accountability, hydrate. Doing all right with hydration because I'm drinking a lot of herbal tea, but the straight up water needs to improve. But I did really good over this past weekend. Measure your progress. I am measuring it. The scale is down, which is great. It's moving in the right direction. I'm really hoping that at the halfway mark, I could be back in Wonderland. That would be awesome. Really, really awesome if I could be back in Wonderland. But the scale is going down. So it's moving in the right direction. Reading. Oh my goodness. Right now I'm reading a book called The Prisoner's Wife. Awesome fiction. It's fantastic. A friend loaned it to me, and I'm just so grateful she thought of me when she finished the book because it's a great book. The Prisoner's Wife. The other one that I had read before this challenge that would be a must stop and read for fiction is The Woman in the White Kimono. Really well written. And my mental health book for May is called Try Softer. Fantastic stuff. Let's see what else. And I'm doing much better at turning it off, like turning off the Netflix. Like I have not sat and watched a lot of TV. My kiddos are showing me YouTube videos. The screen is still on, but I'm sitting there on the couch curled up with a book, or in the hammock curled up with this book, right? Like, it's really good stuff. Um, Mental health activities, definitely doing that more than 10 minutes a day, because sometimes you need more than 10 minutes a day. Absolutely. And then the new things each week that I've already chatted about. So I won't keep you long, but I just wanted to give you an update on my journey. I would love to hear how yours are doing. There are some of you that are doing updates every single day, which is really cool. Um, Really, really cool. I'm so proud of you. This challenge is just, hey, let's figure out how to take care of ourselves a little bit better and take care of ourselves in a world that is really struggling to see the positive, right? And we're going to be able to reintegrate into society better when our mental health and our physical health are doing better, period, right? And hopefully at the end of this, our clothes fit a little better. Maybe some of us will actually need to buy some new clothes. Who knows? I don't know. For me, it's not about the clothes, it is about feeling healthy inside and taking care of myself and really learning how to listen to my mind and my body, because hey, I'm worth listening to. And it's been a long time coming that I think that's true. I'm learning. So hopefully you're learning through this process too. Would love to hear a rundown of how things are going. So great to be on this journey with you. 67-day try your best challenge. Bye guys. Have a great week.